City of Los Angeles wants to put into our city, and Gavin Newsom is the one who has funded this thing. And in Torrance, we do not need to have a Homekey Plus permanent housing for the extreme mentally ill. Please think about this. We have children at the pools, at the library, and the schools right here. This is not the place.
Yeah, I just want to say, I firmly oppose this Homekey Plus project in the extended stay hotel because it's just so close to so many children, because they're like after schools and then like elementary school, middle schools, and like also senior housing. We need carefully planning to plan a location that works for homeless people, especially for the Homekey Plus that's targeting the mental health, mental illness people, and then substance use people. They need professional medical help. Right, we can't just throw them in the house and then like get them off the street. They need professional help, and then we need to have a safe way to protect our children and our seniors in the neighborhood. It just we cannot sacrifice the safety of our children and then seniors to achieve any whatever political goal. That's not our agenda. We want a safe neighborhood, we want to help the homeless, but we need better planning.
So let me give you a background. 3 years back, we moved here, prioritizing the safety of our kids. We knew this is one of the safest neighborhood here, safest communities. That's the reason why we moved here. But now when we heard about this Homekey Plus project, we are really concerned about our kids' safety and the overall concern. We are concerned about the community as well.
Very simply, I'm opposing the project because if you look at the history of these things, they'll end up with crime behind it, and there'll be a lot of people that aren't mentally competent to handle their life, but it'll flood over into our lives.
We spend a lot of time, to buy in this area. It's a safe area of Torrance. And the Torrance City Council unanimously voted no against this project, and it's being overridden without any consideration to what the Torrance residents want, especially us that live in this neighborhood. So it's really a unfortunate thing. So we're here to support this movement.
The only second thing I would like to say, if I could, is that when they originally built the 40 homeless units over here, they said, oh, there'll be no more homeless on the streets. We'll remove them. Over here by the school, right across from my home, we had to call the police. It took them over an hour to show up to remove a homeless man who was sleeping where the children on the sidewalk were. So I understand and I am compassionate, but there's a time and place for all of this, and it's not in our neighborhood.
Well, part of the reason we don't want it here is because the County of Los Angeles seems like they're pushing it on the City of Torrance and not allowing the City of Torrance their right to vote. They're making us take it whether we want it or not, and that's not right. We should have our own voice to choose whether we want it or not. And it's right next door to a senior center, which is not a good location. There's plenty other locations it can go into. It could go into an industrial complex, which would, they could house it and they could monitor it much more carefully.
My thoughts are this is absolutely unacceptable. This is no representation on a critical issue that affects our city. We have a voice. We are constituents. We are not subjects. This needs to be pulled back and examined and coordinated directly with the city, the mayor, the council, the residents, and the businesses. I saw it on Facebook when the city council called the emergency meeting with 1 day's notice.
Do you feel like we had enough notice or public hearing about the situation?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The city found out on Wednesday. I think they have a 24-hour window which they have to post the agenda for any meetings, and then they had the emergency meeting the Friday night of Memorial Day, arranged for transportation for everybody to downtown, and they were completely ignored. Janice Hahn made the decision on her own.
I feel that this is the wrong location for this kind of project. It is in the heart of Torrance. Lots of school, and a lot of senior housing around the neighborhood. Why does a homeless shelter have to be located in a busy city center?
We are not against the homeless shelter, we are against the location. The location is very wrong. It's near senior communities, residential areas, and 15 schools are in this 2 miles of area. And the county is pushing this. We don't know why they're pushing it. Homelessness needs compassion and planning, not politics. City is against this, people are against this. Why county is not listening us? Let the county hear our voice. Please, county, hear us.
I'm opposed to this project because of the location. I'm opposed to the motives behind it. I think if you look around, you'll see, and you interview the residents of Torrance, 90% of them are opposed to the location of this project. It's next to schools, it's next to Del Amo Fashion Center, which is the heart of the Torrance economy. It's next to all these sorts of facilities. There's a much better location that can be chosen, and this was done without the consent of the Torrance residents and the people that live here.
I'm glad to see this many people here complaining to this. My friends and I out here went to the city and had the meeting with the board, and these people really had no intention of doing anything else to help us out. They put us to be the last persons that we were able to communicate with them. We were the last group, the last time. They held us and sitting down for 2.5 hours, waiting and waiting and waiting. They had already made up their minds because they found out they already had granted them $5 million for the job. So when they made to the final decision, they said yes, and we had no chance, no vote, no nothing to say anything against it. That's what we're here now. That's what we're here now. These people do not like us. People here have kids close to these places, and they do not care. They show no mercy, no care at all for all those people that had kids adjacent or close by to this community they're trying to build. No, vote no on this.
I believe this location is wrong for the seniors and kids for Homekey Plus. They should put it elsewhere to help them instead. Endangering our neighborhood is not right.
This is the representative of our community today. The community showing the mass majority of the community their opinion of this proposed project, and we're very happy that they're sharing. There's a very peaceful protest, and we just want our leadership at the county and state level to know that we stand with our community members. This is their voices, and they're sharing it with us. And we can find a more appropriate place for this project, so work with us. And our ask is put a pause and withdraw this proposal application, and then together we could do something better for the entire community. And most of all, listen to the community. Listen to not just a few of the minority, but listen to the elected officials who represent the community. And today, the community is also here saying this is our position on this proposed project.
My name is Aurelio Matucci. I'm a 2-term council member here in the City of Torrance. I oppose this project. We are very active in trying to stop it. And we want to help people. There's no doubt about that. We have 40 tiny homes right here, right behind our police station. So I think we have a proven track record that we do want to help people. But this particular project, with the type of individual it's going to bring in, just not the right location. I think we're adamantly against this, and we're going to do everything in our power to try to stop it.
Okay, first of all, I'm very thankful to each and everyone. They're here. They're raising their concerns. They're letting everyone know what they're here for. A lot of great signs. It tells us exactly the community here, they are against this special project, the Homekey project. The only reason they're against the project is the location. The City of Torrance has done quite a bit for the homeless people, for unhoused folks. We call them clients based on equity, but we have done above and beyond what other cities have done. The only concern, the only problem, the only issue we have with this location is the location for this facility.
Councilman John Kaji and our city council voted unanimously not
to support this location. We've always supported our homeless population. We have 40 tiny homes. We're open to creating permanent housing, but not in this location. It has to be in the right location. There has to be collaboration between the county and the citizens of Torrance. So for me right now, along with my fellow council members, we're opposed to this extended stay location.
I just want to add that we have a very safe neighborhood right now. We have children and senior people in this city, and bringing homeless people within the city is going to increase a problem for these kids and our safe school district. So we are really opposing the location itself.
Just wanted to say we're not against homelessness, we're against the location because it'll take down the businesses, the churches, the schools, the kids, the seniors, all right in the heart of Torrance. It doesn't need to be that way. We can move the location. That's what we're pushing for right now, move the location.
Well, actually, I think that with everything that's changing in Torrance, we're having new buildings being built for residents to live, affordable housing. We don't need homeless people with mental problems and drug addiction that don't have to be rehabbed to move into stay America. We don't need to turn into that. That will bring about crime, drugs, prostitution, and everything bad against residents who are just trying to live their best lives, along with seniors as well as a lot of children from the youngest to high school and even college age. That's how I feel about it. Put them in an unincorporated area where they can be monitored, hopefully by the sheriff's department, away from residents who are just trying to have a good life here in Torrance.
Idea of moving these residents to this area, especially in their condition. I've been a resident of Torrance for 27 years. This is too close to our city pool, our library, our cultural arts center. I bring my granddaughter to the library, and we're going to have these people aimlessly walking through the parking lot and all these facilities here in Torrance. This is not a good location for this facility.
Well, we were not consulted on this. There was a meeting with the supervisors of LA County, and that's basically the first time we found out about it. They never consulted the city. They never sent any email or any notification that this was going to happen. It was like a decision that was already made, and we were just being bulldozed into it without having to say a word about it, as if we did not matter. Our children did not matter. Our elderly did not matter. Our safety did not matter. We just don't exist as far as the county is concerned, as far as these people with their programs are concerned. There's absolutely total disregard, total disrespect to the community, to the city, to our schools. We don't know who these people are. They are coming to our homes, to our neighborhoods without being vetted. Now we understand that they're recovering alcoholics, recovering drug addicts, mentally challenged people. I mean, these people don't belong in the middle of the city. There are communities here, there are hotels here. The city hall is right there. There are a couple of, there is a Marriott, there is a Hilton Hotel, there is a Delamo Mall. When these things happen without any consultation, bring them to the wrong location, this is going to affect the tourism here. This is going to affect the hotel occupancy. And what's going to happen? The hotels are going to be empty, and it'll give them another location to go and fill up with these people. Soon enough, their property value will drop, and there'll be nothing left of our community. This is an absolute disgrace, and we object very strongly to it.
Yeah, we don't want mentally ill people and drug addict people in the near children's schools and church and old people's home. So that's why we are protesting to move the location. We are not against the homeless people, but the location is wrong. So we are asking to move the location to a different place.
We're opposing the Homekey Plus project because there is a lot of schools, nearby schools, high schools, and there is an elderly home also here. So this is not the right place to host all those people. So it would be better for the government to move this place to another location. Thank you.
Well, I think our kids come first, and it's been proven in other places that when you have places like this too near children, children suffer. Drugs pollute neighborhoods and take down the quality of life for everyone around them. There needs to be a certain place that's safe for them and for the kids. There have been shelters that are away from children that have worked fine, but this is not the place for this type of thing. And I'm a minister, and I believe that God must protect the children as well. We want the drug addicts to be rehabilitated, but there's a time and place for everything. Thank you.
Hi, I've been living here in Torrance for more than 25 years. I have been urging for anything to support the poor people, anybody who needs any help. But in this particular case, it's not the objection because it's a location thing. This isn't going to hurt our beautiful children, neighbors, senior people. That's why I'm here to oppose this. So again, please reconsider the location of this Homekey. That's all. That's all I need to ask here. So again, thank you.
I just don't think that this is the right place in Torrance. The biggest concern is 7 schools within a 2-mile radius with all the senior living. I just don't think it's the right place. I think they should look for something a little different.
I've lived here 28 years. I'm 73. If this happens, I'm going to be afraid to live here. It's wrong.
I believe that there should be and could be a place to house homeless, but not in the city. This is way too close to schools. There's a school just literally 10 paces down the block. There's this area here. See a lot of other people here who believe in the same thing. I just believe that here it's not the great place for it because it's just too close to everybody else. So
thank you.
That's why I'm out here today.
Thank you.
This is the wrong location where we have all the seniors, kids, children, church, and also the liabilities on the city. For any future issues may happen with the seniors or kids as well. So it's the location, it's not taking care of the seniors. It's our job to take care of the seniors and the homeless. But the location is the wrong one.
I live in Torrance for 10 years. My children grew up here. So this is a much safer area, but we have a sympathy for those homeless people, but not for the drug addict or some mental issue. We want to see for our children. Here is a library. Our children come here all the time. Here is a park, a swimming pool for our children. This is not the area they can build a Homekey Plus. No Homekey Plus in this area, please.
Hello, my name is Helen, and I oppose this location because it is in the center of the good area of Torrance. I have lived here about 30 years, and if you start building a homeless shelter for people who have drug problems and are mentally ill, it is not the appropriate place where we have children going to school in 3 local schools, senior citizens' homes, apartments right across the street on South Torrance, as well as on North Torrance behind this location that they want to build by Weingarten. It is an inappropriate place. We could move it to the east side of Torrance, for example, the old Toyota area, or near the freeway, the village.
Oh, I'm against the homeless hotel because it doesn't solve the homeless problem. It just puts them out of sight and forgotten when they should be getting mental health care and counseling and anti-drug and anti-liquor or drinking counseling and help in that area. That's basically putting them in the hotels. They just dump them there and they forget them, and they get the drugs and they get the liquor in the hotel rooms just like they get it on the street. So it doesn't solve anything. That's about it.
No Homekey, no Homekey, no Homekey.